So we continue on with the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. We still have Jane also on the stand. I believe this is her third day on the stand, and by now the internet has figured out who Jane is. It is believed that allegedly, I have to use the word allegedly, that it is Daphne Joy, and she has a 12-year-old son with the rapper, actor, entertainer, mogul 50 Cent Curtis Jackson. So that is who is on the stand right now. I am going to read from you from Matthew Russell of the Inner City Press, and he is in the courtroom. I think he's in the overflow room, and he is reading and he's listening at what's going on in the courtroom and letting us know word for word on Twitter as much as he can. So we start off. He says this is let me see. He said, okay, now this is U.S. versus Sean Combs, day 19, with quote-unquote Jane still on direct. So she's been questioned by the prosecutors, and I believe this is her last day on the stand. So it says, Jane still on direct, issues about anonymity. Inner City Press is covering the trial. It says, before the jury comes in, Judge, I have the defense's motion to dismiss, but the government has said they will respond today. I don't have anything from them yet, so we'll address it tomorrow. Now, along with whether Dr. Hughes can be recalled. So, I believe the defense is asking for a mistrial. They're saying that when Bonogolan, I believe that's Cassie's friend, that she said was dangled over the balcony, or she said Diddy dangled her over the balcony. I believe she had the dates wrong because according to defense, Diddy was not even in the state at the time. So they're saying she perjured herself and that her testimony should be thrown out, and they're causing for mistrial. So the judge say they will look at it tomorrow. Judge says, with that said, let me see lead counsel in the robing room. So they all went into the lead counsel for Sean Diddy Combs, and I believe, of course, the prosecutors have to be in there as well. So what is being discussed, according to Matthew, is the issues around the order of pseudonyms. Did Jane's counsel ever submit her list of publishers? No indication in the docket despite this. So Inner City Press have been looking in the dockets for us, and he is doing the behind the scenes research. All right, so it's now 9:18 a.m. Jury is being brought in. All rise. Jane, you are still under oath. Comey says, good morning, Jane. Jane, good morning, Ms. Comey. Publish this photo to the jury, but not the screen in the public gallery. Who is this? Sean Security. I hope by the inflection in my voice you could tell who's speaking at the time. If not, I'll clear it up. And this, Sean's deputy butler. Who did you call ATL? The entertainer Sly, because he lived in Atlanta. Your message to Sean, what was it about? My trip to New York in 2023. He wrote, send me SHIT of you being bad. Then Sean says, I got the phones, just sent me what I don't have. Don't say no to me, please. And what did you write? I wrote, you were traveling with our phone? You mean not Sean's two main phones? Yes, his assistants had access to those. I wrote, you're using this to get your DICK sucked hard. You're using this to get your DICK hard for someone else. And he said to you, what did you say? I wrote, I'm not coming to New York. You just want me there for a hotel binge. Why did you say that? I saw a podcast. What about? About Sean bragging about how having sex for 48 hours straight on a yacht trip to an island near Miami. When did the podcast air? A month after Sean said he'd take me on that yacht trip. What has Sean said he'd do with you on this yacht trip? Objection. Overruled. Jane continues that after a 2-day hotel night, we'd go on and do more on the yacht. But we never left. Had to recuperate. I saw on social media he took a girlfriend there. What did you write in your notes app? I wrote, I don't want to come to New York to be treated like a hoe. Why did you write this in your notes app? I wasn't sure I was going to send it. But did you send a version of it? Yes. What did Sean reply? It was just a podcast talk, I said. You took her to the Bahamas on a yacht, not me like you promised after the hotel night? Can you read your text? I quoted him on the podcast. You made Papa proud, quote unquote. You wrote, I don't want to feel obligated that you'll stop paying my rent. What did you mean? The guilty, trippy things that he would say that I had to perform. For how long had you felt that? Since I got home in April of 2023. Play this exhibit. Combs' voice. In Combs' voice, it says, this is a true, open relationship. Why do you have to make it a problem? Now I'm sick. How did you reply to that voice message? Jane said, told him to call me back. Then we had a FaceTime. He said all the things to calm me down. What did you send Sean from the plane in New York? A photo of my outfit. Where were you planning to wear it? To dinner? What did Sean send you? He said, we're going to dinner. Did you? We went to a late night lounge thing. I'll read this for you. You wrote, I miss hard DICK. And I wrote, yes, I have my passport with me. Then what did you write? I wrote, you turned me on so crazy. Can't wait. After the flight took off, I got a message from Sean. What did Sean ask you? Where Sly was. Then he asked, entertainment or movie night? Let me know. I'll get a hotel. So according to her previous testimony, Sly is one of the entertainers that they hire, one of the male prostitutes that they hire to help them with their thing. As far as entertainment or movie night, he is asking her if she wants to get with Sly or somebody else tonight, or just want to watch their homemade movies that they make when they're doing, getting their hotel or freak off, as they call it. So the USA asks, how did you react? I felt upset and a little defeated. What did you say next? I said, baby, just go Wi-Fi again. Meaning she doesn't want to get with anybody. Let's just watch what's on movie night. Wow. Comey said, what did Sean write after that? He said, check your red phone. The other message he'd sent me, he said, I have a surprise for you, just one. What did you take it to mean? That there'd be somebody new? And she starts to cry. Who? An entertainer? I hated it. Comey said, what did Sean send you? A picture of a man. I rolled my eyes. I wrote back, it's not loading. We are landing now. What did you send Sean? I suggested we go to Casa Cipriani, but I was driven to the Trump Hotel. I put on my outfit. What happened that night? He was late. We went to that lounge. We bickered a bit. He was defensive, but we went to the room and Sly came. What did you text to Sly? I asked if he could come to New York. I felt I needed to make it up to Sean. Did he come to the Trump Hotel? And did you and he have sex in front of Sean? Yes. After that New York trip, where did you next see Sean? In Miami at a hotel. Did you take these pictures? Of course, it's not shown in the public gallery. She says yes. We had Sly in Miami as well. Then I went back to LA. We had an argument there. Tell us why. He wanted to set up a party. He wanted me to reach out to entertainers, meaning the prostitutes. I noticed something online that he had an ex-girlfriend of his. I was furious. Did you ever speak with any of these other women? No, I found it out on Instagram. These text messages, October 15, 2023. Please read what you wrote. Please read what you wrote. I text, you got that girl next to you. Her bullshit is already starting, meaning drama. I told Sean, introduce her to P. Who? Paul, one of the entertainers. Then I wrote, I am not a porn star. These experiences are desensitizing sex for me. And here on October 16, 2023, the same fight, please read these. I wrote, I don't want to be FUCKED in these rooms. I felt there was more pressure on me than the others. What? There was an imbalance. I had to earn basic things for romance. Love and romance. He was giving it to others. He was clearly capable of it. So she's telling Diddy that, you know, all these entertainers that you're hiring to be with me, spread them out. I'm tired. You know, give it a break. Give my little a break. So she's like, introduce this person to Paul. I guess she didn't want to deal with Paul no more. That must have been her least favorite one. Like, I don't want to do it no more. Okay, continuing to read. I wrote, it's been 3 years of me having to FUCK strangers. He wrote, so we're breaking up? Is that what you were proposing? No. I wrote, I need a break spiritually, and she's sobbing. What did you write next? I wrote, sex is sacred to me. So he gave her an out. She wanted to break up, and she said no. Girl, I know a lot of people are saying in the comments it's not that easy, but you had a way out. You could have at least tried. All right, let's continue. And I'm not blaming the victim. Let's continue to read. I wrote, you always push me to do more and more. I said, I need time to myself, I said. As Combs' attorney, may we have a sidebar? The judge says, you may. So they take their sidebar. And then during the long break, he's telling what's going on in the courtroom. He said, during the long break, Combs is standing talking with his Xavier Donaldson, with his attorney, Xavier Donaldson. Judge says, please be seated. Miss Comey, please bring Jane back in. Jane walks up back Combs' table as he passes a note to his lawyer. Okay. Comey says, what did Sean write to you? He wrote, I want to spend the day with you. I wrote back, you make it crystal clear exactly what you want me for. You're going to spend the day love bombing me. What did that mean? Sean is very love bomby. Jane said, I am not just an animal people can FUCK on. He said, you're crazy. Comey said, how often did he call you crazy? Often. I said, you want to have me SUCK some DICK so you can jet off with Gina. I said, I'm drained. He said, I'll leave you alone. So Gina is another young lady he was dating along with Young Miami from the City Girls. And then he also had her, Jane, aka Daphne. And I believe she also mentioned somebody else. So I think he had 4 women in rotation at this point. And this is in 2023. All right. Comey asks, in the next message, does he use your true name? Yes. And does he say that that's my house too? He does. He wrote, I'm coming over. You gotta let me in or not. Is your baby there? Are you gonna let me in our house again and again? So he's letting her know, listen, I pay your rent. You gotta open that door. He's asking if 50 Cent's son is there with her. And no matter what, you gotta open the door and let me in. Sean wrote to me, I'm so stressed. I'm horny. SMH. What does SMH mean? Shaking my head. He said his needs weren't good. I said I was hitting up my mom. She said taking bone supplements is key. You saw Sean? Yes. Then you saw Sean? Yes. We had the sobriety party at the hotel. First, I went to a concert. I stood with his security. With his security, Jonathan, I went to the store for supplies for the hotel night. Sean was in the hotel waiting. He called me, BITCH, what the FUCK is taking so long? I got there. His assistant said, you don't deserve to be called a B. At L'Hermitage, what happened? I didn't want to take the RUGS. Who was the first entertainer? Rico, then Paul, then Anton. Then I threw up. My gosh. Sean said, good, you threw up. Now you'll feel better. Then I had sex with Anton. I felt terrible. Whose text is this? Mine. I wrote, baby, I love you. Do you think you could put something in my hotel? Did Sean respond? No. What does she mean something? Money? DRUGS? What? Lord. I needed furniture for the house. Oh, money. I needed furniture for the house. I wrote, you weren't too busy to make sure Chelsea was ready in DC. See, that's the fourth girl I told you guys about. So it's Jade, aka Daphne, Gina, Young Miami, and now Chelsea. We've never heard of Chelsea before. Let's see if we get more information about Chelsea. Wait. Let me go back. I needed furniture for the house. I wrote, you weren't too busy to make sure Chelsea was ready in DC. Play the voice note. We hear Sean's voice. I don't know where the FUCK Chelsea is. I ain't with no BITCHES. Leave me the FUCK alone. I'm single. What frustrations did you feel? Not being heard about how I felt about the hotel nights? Did you use names for other women? Yes. It was misdirected anger. I asked, what does the house have to do with what I'm saying? I wrote, I'm not Gina or Casey. Were you telling Sean you were going to speak about your relationship? Objection. Sustained. Please read. Did you reference your child? Yes. I said, you got me FUCK. ED up. I said, just complete what he promised about the 2 years, about the home. I said, don't contact me. What did he say in response? He said, I'm super clear now. I said, you had me on constant pins and needles. Now I'm sick. Leave me alone. Does the next message reference a prior relationship you had? Yes. Then he says, I was told you were crazy. He said, you took it too far, baby girl. You'll see. He was threatening me about the rent, that we don't need to do anything we don't want. I wrote, you're mad at me about a grown-ass man? Stop right there. Was this referring to your prior relationship? Yes. I wrote, you wasted my time in this toxic-ass relationship. Did you then refer to your previous relationship? Yes. You invited me to New York to pair me up with some random man. Any MF for your own sick sexual... What were you talking about? The two men I had to choose from for myself, Sly and Anton. Sean kept trying to say I chose them. I had wanted it. I wrote, you want to gaslight me? What did you mean? He wanted me to believe I had wanted these things. What else did Sean text you? He said, you and me don't have no beef. I said, you created all this evil inside me. I wrote to him, I regret everything, all this toxic shit which overran my life. He said, you are burning a bridge that you are going to need tomorrow. What did you write? I wrote, I don't trust you. He said, 10 hours ago you loved me, not this. He wrote, it's a free country, I'm an adult, and you are an adult. You are writing a whole book about what you hate about me. We both made promises that we didn't keep. If you don't want to talk to me, there's nothing I could do. Did you get the phone? Yes. Remember, he had the phone with all of her stuff in there. Okay. So she got the phone. What did you write here? I said, you knew I would finish strong. Pep talks to keep me performing. I know I was consenting. Like you said, you didn't know I didn't want it. This is my truth. I love you very much. I need to take a pause. Oh, the fact that she wrote that, I said I was consenting. That killed her case right there. And remember, this is still the prosecutors questioning her. This is their witness. She hasn't been cross-examined yet. All right, let's continue to read. Why did you say I know I was consenting? I pick up the word from him. He said if anyone saw these videos, they'd say you wanted it. Was that true, Jane? I'm still trying to figure that out. Lord. What did you see in the videos? I was high. I was just following a pattern, performing. Exhibit, please read it. It's from my notes. I wrote, I'm having PTSD from these nights. Why in your notes app? Just getting my feelings out. Did you see Sean that day? Yes, at his home. I was confronted by him. I was able to talk about the pain I was feeling. He was hugging me. What are these? Photos I took of us in the master bedroom. I felt he understood me in this moment. He had a Halloween video shoot. That was nice, but his birthday was approaching and I felt nervous. He'd want to party hard, but he'd spend his birthday with his family. I got him a mobile television. We had these things called movie nights or our videos. Okay, so they will watch back their videos on the mobile TV. You know that one? I think they sell it on Amazon. It's on a stand and it comes in white, and I think it goes off the Wi-Fi and you could roll it anywhere you are to watch big screen, bigger than the tablet, bigger than the computer, bigger than the desktop. It's there. If I find a picture, I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys could see it. I believe that's what she got him. I felt this TV could substitute for the entertainer. Then Cassie's lawsuit came out. It was everywhere on social media. I think I fainted. Why? Because, sobs, there were 3 pages that were harrowing what I was experiencing. Wow. Blueprint. Did you screenshot those pages? Yes. Do you recognize this? It's Cassie's lawsuit filed November 16, 2023. Had you met Cassie? In 2015, a fashion show and celebration for Sean. That's the only time I met Cassie. I was reading these pages and it felt like a nightmare. I had a lot of sympathy up for this because, objection, the judge says ask a new question. How did you react? Jane says, like I can't believe I am reading my own story. Comey says, read your messages the day after Cassie's lawsuit. Jane says, 4 in 1 night and now I'm going to the doctor. Oh my. 4 in 1 night, now I'm going to the doctor. Then 3 days later, I wrote, I feel like I'm reading my own trauma. God finally woke me up about this cycle. You gaslit me. Then Comey says, we're going to play some audio with your true name redacted. Show the full transcript to the jury. Loud and scratchy audio played. Sean Combs saying, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop all this madness. Jane says, I don't know. Did you know you were being recorded? Nope. Did you know you were being listened in on? No. More audio. Jane saying, who's there when I close my eyes and I have these FUCK up things in my head? Then USA says, play to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Then we hear Sean Combs' voice. I'm trying to be there for you. You know what I'm saying. Jane, I'm just effed up right now. Sean Combs asks, are you recording me? And Comey asks, Comey, Jane, were you recording him? Absolutely not. More audio. What you did is not right. You know what I'm saying. I can't talk on this phone. I don't know what the FUCK is going on. I need your support. You got me in this video thing. You got me on that video thing. What did that mean? What did that mean? The mobile TV, I got him. All right, so he's trying to put the blame on her. It's all her fault now. The walls are closing in at this point. And it was all over social media about Cassie's lawsuit. So, no, the world is judging him. Comey, a USA Comey says, Your Honor, this might be a good place to break. Judge says, okay, jurors, you may go. The jurors exit. Judge says, how much longer, Miss Comey? USA says, I'm confident I'll finish today. It may be the end of the day, but today. All right, so everybody breaks for lunch. And then I think it's an hour. They're back from lunch now. Then Jane says, I was commenting about the girlfriend. I think we missed some posts. Like he might have came back from lunch a little late. So, he picked up where he got back in the room. And remember, guys, he is typing this really quickly. So there may be some misspelled words. The sentence might not make sense the first time I read it. But once I pick up on it, I will repeat the sentence or the line correctly. Okay? All right. So Jane says, I was commenting about the girlfriend of another rapper. I said she is so beautiful. Was this rapper an old friend of yours? Yes. I was flown to Las Vegas. There was a birthday party and we went to a strip club. I recognized Anton. Other than that time, you had ever seen Anton other than on hotel nights? No. This friend, was it platonic? Yes. In the hotel room, Anton was having sex with a woman. The rapper and his girlfriend were there. There was flirting. How were your finances in January 2024? Better. I decided to do an OnlyFans. All right, girl. That's what I was saying. You shouldn't let this man treat you like this when you could go make your own money and decide what you want to do with your body on your time. Go on and do your OnlyFans. Make your own money, girl. That's what I say. All right, let's continue to read. What kind of content did you create? Lingerie, swimwear, implied nudity. What's that? Your hand covers your body. I wanted to stand on my 2 feet. All right, she was trying. All right. Okay, then. I'll give it to her. She trying. I was also getting child support and some money from Bear. I advertised his brand on my social media. He offered me money. Actually, he just sent it to me. How much? $9,000. He said, if you want to post for my brand, do. No big deal. Okay, who's Bear? Somebody recognized that she needed some money and sent her some, and no strings attached. Wow. Sean messaged me. He'd had a dream about me that I was on the Concorde. What did you answer him? I missed him dearly. He said, so what you want to do on your birthday? I said, I'm traumatized by my past birthdays and what they led to. What did Sean write? He said, if you change your mind, I miss you. Stay happy, love. What did you write? That I'm just being mature. I don't think I'm ready to see you. Did you see him for your birthday, February 2024? Yes. How was it in Miami? Sean had candles. My heart was beating super fast. And I think his was beating fast too. We were oddly in the same color. I thought that was nice. What happened at dinner? Balloons, a 5-course dinner. We used ecstasy. Then Sean asked, do you want to see Don? Oh my God. What was your reaction? I was high. I said, okay. Me and Don had a CX in 1 star. Then we rested a couple of days. Then we flew to LA. We were back together. Oh my God. 1 star is, I believe that's his house on Star Island. Woo. In 2024, where did you visit, Sean? Miami in May, July, and August. and at my residence in LA a couple of times. Did you and Sean go out in Miami and LA in 2024? No. Things had really hit the fan. A lot was going wrong in his life. The press was after him about Cassie's lawsuit. With which entertainers do you have sex with in 2024? Anton, Don, Larry. We stayed in the residences. There was a lot of focus on Sean elsewhere. I showed him how lucrative OnlyFans was. That's right, she was making her money. Sean was putting on music and he went to my phone. He asked me, "Who's Bear? Why are you texting like this with him?" The money thing came up and Bear had sent me. He started getting dressed. I started crying. I felt misunderstood. "What did Sean text you? What's going to happen if I come over tonight?" I said, "Do you want me to be alone? I can arrange that." I wrote back. He was supposed to see his mother, in air quotes. I meant another woman. He wanted a party. What did Sean ask? He said he wanted me to sign something for him so he could have closure. I thought he meant so I wouldn't be a threat. Have you ever sent him a demand letter? No. Sean said, "You are making your own money." What did you reply? I said, "I'm working on paying off my debt after being called on focus." How did you go into debt when you were dating a millionaire who gave you 1,000? Objection. Sustained. What did you write? I said, "I'm tired. You can't even make it the 2 years without bringing it up to me." What did Sean say here? "Bear, my colleague," I said, "I hate living in fear. The roof over my head was just going to come off." I asked, "Did you tell Robin," that's the accountant, "to cut it off?" He said, "You make your own money." Did he continue to pay your rent? Yes, he kept paying. Did you learn his houses were searched? Yes. And Homeland Security came to my house. Oh, so anywhere his name was attached, Homeland Security was raiding it. Who hired you a lawyer? Sean. Is Sean still playing your lawyer now? Yes. Did you talk to Sly after the 2024 searches? Yes. He called and said he had a tape and he intended to release it bit by bit on the dark web. I asked Sly how he got the video. He said that Sean picked up his phone and recorded with it. I asked Sly Cabral how much he wanted. He said $10,000. I told Sean Cabral just tried to extort me. Sean was crying. What did he say? Get legal on it. Did you speak with Cabral? Yes, I told him this was sextortion and I would not talk with him. Then a media company called me and said they bought the tape, and did I have a comment? I fainted. We had to control the situation. Did the media company ever publish the video? No. Do you know why? No. The hotel video of Sean and Cassie came out. I was with Sean in Miami. How did you first learn about the video? There was a knock on the door. Oh my God. Sean was called out. I went down and everyone was talking. It was at 2 Star. What happened? Sean was huddled with his team and his family. I was just giving everyone space. Later we had a huddle. His sons were involved. Huddle for what? To come up with an apology. He showed me a draft of what he would say on social media. Did you read it? He addressed Cassie by name in the draft I saw. I felt it was more heartfelt. I thought it was good enough. Did you talk later on one-on-one? Did you talk later one-on-one with Sean about the video? Yes. He said that Cassie hit him too. Then I was told that KK was coming and I had to go into another room. I did, and I went back to LA. Do you recognize this? Sean's IG apology. The video is played to the jury, not on public screen in the gallery. Sean, disgusted. I have asked God for the mercy and grace. I'm truly sorry. So this is the video he put out apologizing to Cassie and his behavior. How did you feel about it? I was disappointed. I felt there was no heart. I was disappointed. I felt that there was no heart. Sidebar. Judge says, sure. Okay. They have their sidebar. Now they're back. Judge speak to the jurors. Jurors, you may take a break. The jurors leave. Judge says, Miss Comey, can I get a proffer as to relevance? Comey says, if I can't compare the drafts, I'll strike the last question about comparing the draft. Agnofilo from Comey's side says, we want all those questions stricken. Agnofilo, I advise not to name Cassie as she might be a grand jury witness. So privilege. Comey says, our next question about Combs' violent assault on Jane and forcing her to have sex with an entertainer while still injured. It goes to state of mind. Comey says, I can play that video again and avoid any privilege issues. Judge says, okay, bring the jury back in. All rise. Apology video is played again. I was FUCKED up. I hit rock bottom. I sought out professional help. I'm going to therapy. I'm going to rehab. US says, Jane, did you understand what he was referring to? The hotel elevator video. The next time you saw him, June 18, 2024, where did you see him? Home in LA, date night in the house. Jonathan came to help set up. So even after the video, he just kept doing it. Now he got a problem. He got a problem. Even after the apology video, he just went right back to his actions. What did Jonathan do? Put some candles around the home, decorate with red lights, make the environment cozy. Was the plan to have an entertainer? No. I wore a long brown dress. I opened our patio, which has a really nice view. Did you two get into an argument? Yes. We had champagne and some tequila. I started confronting him about who he was with on his family trip to Utah. What did you say to Sean? I said, you're a pedophile. He said 25. He was 25 or more years older. I said, if a girl can't buy her own drinks, what makes you interested in her? I believe she was under 21. But older than 18? Yes. I pushed his head into the marble. Then what? I started throwing candles and glass. I was angry. He was probably cursing and calling me crazy. I wanted to lock myself in the master bedroom. Sean touched you? Not yet. I locked the bedroom door, but he kicked it down. Then he kicked down the bathroom door off the hinges. He kicked his way into my closet. I tried to run, but he kicked me and put me in a chokehold and I couldn't breathe. I went to the front door and to a wall 6 blocks away. How long did you hide there? 2 hours. Then I went back. I saw Sean. Sean kicked in the guest bedroom door. I was throwing glasses and candles at Sean. I shouted that I hated him. He started punching my head and saying all kinds of things. Saying what? That I was trying to keep him away from his kids. I said no, but he kicked me on the grounds. I was balled up. Then he grabbed me by my hair and arms and dragged me back into the house. What was he saying? That I was effing crazy. I kept saying, just leave me the F alone. I called the girl I thought Sean was with and asked if she was on the trip with Sean. She said very insulting things. Then Sean held me down, so I had to listen. What did you do? I told her to shut up and that he was beating my ass. Sean hung up. Then he told Jonathan to tell me he wasn't with no girl on his family trip. After the FaceTime, what? I went to the shower to cool off. Who was with you? Sean. I saw a black eye forming. I had welts. How were you in the shower? Naked. Sean was in his pants. He slapped me. I fell to the grounds of the shower. Then what? I was exhausted. I just sat there. Sean said, just put some ice on it and put an outfit on. Outfit? Lingerie and heels. Sean was using my phone to play pornography. He texted Anton on my phone. My phone was screen mirrored to the TV. Sean texted, hey, what are you doing? Sean scrolled up and saw Anton's message about our mutual friends. Sean asked me how the mutual friends were. I said I didn't know. Why did you lie? We were on a break. I didn't think I needed to say it. Anton showed up. I moved my hair so that my injuries couldn't be seen and used makeup like Sean said. I greeted Anton and tried to be polite. Asked him how his day was. Sean was giving me his evil stare. Sean said, I need to talk to you. We went into the guest bedroom. What happened there? He said he wanted to know about the mutual friend. I told him I went to Vegas with this rapper and his girlfriend. I saw Anton having sex with another woman. What did Sean say? He said, do you have this porn star having something? Do you have this porn star having something over me? Did you take the RUGS? Yes, right around this time. Sean told me, take this effing pill. You're not going to ruin my effing night. Go out there and SUCK his DICK. I said, I don't want to. What did he say? He said, is this what happened to the pill? I consumed it. I performed oral on Antoine. I felt sick. I was like, even in my own body, I felt disgusted. I felt terrible. How did it end? When Anton finished, I excused him, tried to put on a good face. Sean called me a whore. After he left, he sent his security with money to me for Anton. $10,000 or $12,000 in cash for Anton and the 4 damaged doors. What did you do with the part of the money? What did we do with your part of the money? I Ubered $3,000 to $4,000 to Antoine. Have you ever fixed your doors? No. There were other bills. Photos of broken doors shown to jury, but not on screen public gallery. When did you next see Sean? A few days later. Why? I missed him. Girl, as they say in the South. What? And you do it OnlyFans? Come on. And the apartment was in his name? Girl, you could have downsized, use your OnlyFans money, be safe and secure and not being beaten and used the way you were being used. Oh my God. Wow. We were trying to have a Sunday fun day, but it was like tense. Did you and Sean talk with Jonathan? Sean FaceTimed Jonathan, asking him what he saw that night for a moment. Jonathan saw me in the corner crying. Then I shot a video of Sean and me out in the yard. Did you inadvertently film your injuries? Yes, my welts. And when you learned that Sean went to Wyoming, I was outraged. He was with another woman. Did you block him? Yes. How long? 2 or 3 weeks. Then I saw that his mother had been hospitalized. I wanted to put what happened between us to the side. He said, this was just too far for me. I saw you had me in a box. Do you see the same name of the rapper? Yes, I flew on a red eye to meet Sean. What did you do? We had a really nice time. Sean said you could tell me when you're tired. What did you say? Let's stop for now and see each other later. His demeanor changed. He said, a man spent all this money on you and you say you're tired? He threw water on me. He called me a bitch. He gave me an ecstasy pill. What happened? Sean was celebratory. He said, let's go. Did Paul come to Miami? Yes. Did Paul come to 2-Star? Yes. I was given a spray bottle, liquid Molly into my mouth. What? I felt a surge of high octane sexual energy. Paul comes in. I greet Paul with that energy. Did you have sex with Paul in front of Sean? Yes. When was the last time you saw Sean in person? August of 2024 at 2 Star. Did you have sex with Don in front of Sean at 2 Star? Yes. One last text message, the last one I'll ask you to look at. Did you go to New York to see him? No. Why not? He was arrested. Did you get a subpoena? Yes. I had to come in November of 2024, then January of 2025 and after. Did you see a therapist? 3 months now. Do you have an attorney for this case? Yes. Who is paying? Sean, I am still processing. Nothing further. Jurors, you may go. Adjourned. Oh, wow. So that is it for today with Jane. The prosecutors have done questioning her. Tomorrow the defense will take their turn, and I know that's going to take at least 3 days because the prosecutors, I think they started on Thursday or Friday, but I know she is exhausted, because that's what I kept saying to my sister as I'm reading throughout the day. I'm like, what in this girl? She's beautiful. I know a lot of beautiful girls are over there on OnlyFans doing their thing. If it's not from showing their pretty feet, they're showing everything else. And I'm like, why didn't she just take OnlyFans? Because I'm hearing people are making millions over there. But she decided to stay. I've never been in a situation like this, so I really cannot compare. I don't know what type of hold that would have on me. But if I'm making my own money, I'm going to ask for help from somebody. If it's even my child's father, I'm going to ask for help from somebody who cares and get from under that. But she kept going back. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, because this was a lot today. And get ready for the defense to really go at her in the next couple of days. It's not going to be pretty. I hope she could manage it. Leave your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this. We are, like they said, day 19 of this trial, and we continue. So that is what happened in court today on June 9th of 2025 in the P. Diddy trial. Like I said, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you for watching. Sorry if I'm stumbling over some of these, but like I said, he was typing really fast, but he did a good job in getting it out. You could paint a picture with whatever he told us. So I'll do another video tomorrow or the following day to bring us back up to speed on where the defense is with this. But I know her baby father is watching this and just shaking his head. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to go and get custody of his son. But I hope he don't take that kid away from him. But she went through a lot. She went through a lot with this guy, and he's still paying her rent and paying for her attorney. Maybe he's doing that so he doesn't have to pay a big lawsuit to her, similar to what he had to do for Cassie. But we'll see how things progress. Thank you for listening. Until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye. Tired of the same old styles? Ready to make waves with your wardrobe? Welcome to Touch Me Textures, where bold meets beautiful and every piece is designed to turn heads. Our collections are all about textures that feel as good as they look. From flowy dresses to eye-catching accessories, we've got everything you need to express your style your way. Find pieces that speak to you for every vibe, every adventure. And the best part? Our site makes it easy to shop and easy to fall in love with everything. So why wait? Dive into style that's uniquely yours at touchmetextures.com. Feel fabulous, look unforgettable. Click the link in the description to check out all we have to offer.